If you ever want to get curated piercings, then you should be watching this video.
Sorry.
I'm done.
If you want to see how to care for your piercings so that you don't get infection, then you should be watching this video. Hi guys, my name is Iamdodos. Thank you for coming back to my channel. If this is your first time here, thank you for coming, and please subscribe to my channel. It will make me so happy to have more of you watch my videos and join my family. So if you want to see how I take care of my piercings and the things that you should note before you pierce your ears or get a custom or curated or constellation piercings, then you want to make sure to watch this video. So my love for piercings really started, I think, in 2016. Prior to 2016, I didn't have any piercings whatsoever. Yes, I mean no piercings whatsoever. Not even my earlobes were pierced. But anyway, that's in the past now, because now I've gone to the other end of the spectrum, which is having loads of piercings. So my first piercing experience, your girl decided to get 3 piercings at a go. So I was like, okay, you know what? I kind of want piercings, but I don't want the regular like earlobe piercings. I was like, oh, I want something different, something like, I want like an oomph without like the obvious piercing. So my helix piercing, my tragus, and my rook, I got it at the same place. I got it somewhere in Camden Town in London at a tattoo shop. In terms of the pain level for my helix piercing, on a scale of 10, I would say that I would rate the pain a 5. I thought it was quite painful going through the cartilage, but I mean, I was prepared for it, so yeah, that happened. And then also in terms of healing process, it actually took me about 8 months for it to heal fully. So yeah, when it was time to do my tragus piercing, to be very honest, on a scale of 10, I would say that the pain for my tragus was 4 or like 3. It wasn't that painful at all. I actually thought it was going to be painful, but so far it's been one of my least painful piercings. However, it took a year to heal. And then my rook. So when I did my rook, on a scale of 10, I would say my rook was about 6 or 7. It was quite painful. And in terms of like healing process, this is one of the most difficult piercings for me in terms of healing. And I feel like it was because of my aftercare. I think I had a pretty bad aftercare. Like I was always touching it and like rolling the ring and just, you know, peeling out the flakes, which wasn't good. So my ear got infected and it had like those bumps that at that time I actually thought it was keloid, but it wasn't keloid. It was actually moisture bump, and this is when your ear swells from moisture or from like infection. These two I got last year while I was in LA during my honeymoon. I was just craving like something new, and I was like, oh yeah, I wanted to get a piercing or a tattoo. And so I went to a store called Body Electric on Melrose Avenue, and I got these 2 piercings. The lady, super sweet girl, her name was Dom, and she had said to me that the ring I initially wanted, she couldn't use to pierce my ears because it was too thin and too tight, and basically when it's healing it would swell and it would not heal right. So I said that was fine. She could change to another earring that she, you know, suggested, because obviously she's a professional. So yeah,
I'll get it apart. I'll see what I can do.
I trust you.
I'll take that. Yeah, you got this shit too.
in terms of pain, I would say that I think most of my cartilage piercings kind of rate the same level, between 5 to 6 in terms of pain, because obviously I feel like personally cartilage piercings are more painful than like lobe piercings.
1 month to go.
But now the healing process was really nasty for me, because this piercing on top got infected. The other one was fine, I didn't have any infection or whatever, but the one on top got infected, it got inflamed, but I feel like it was really my aftercare. So when I did my lower piercing, my earlobe, you know, I was like, oh, I wanted a different look, because at this point I shaved my hair off, and I thought I wanted like a curated piercing look. And so I went to a girl called Meme in Lagos. She's actually at Beauty Atelier, and I went there to get my lobes pierced. In terms of pain, I will rate the pain 3/10. My earlobe was basically my least painful piercing. It was just like boom, it went in. Although I bled, but then it wasn't painful at all. And I feel like it wasn't painful because it was going through flesh and not cartilage, if you know what I mean. And the healing process was just amazing. I've not had any issues whatsoever till date with my lobe piercing. What's that?
Voila, we're done.
Yay! Yeah, I'm so excited. Thank you.
You're welcome. And I hope you come back for more.
Hey, my mom doesn't want to hear that, but yeah, I'll probably come back for the 2.
Okay.
Here.
Or you can make them curated instead of having like 1, 2.
Yeah.
You just do like one at the top and one at the bottom.
Yeah, but that's after this heals.
This thing is really an addiction because after that I was like, oh, I wanted to do more. So I literally have a folder called piercings, and I just have different piercings that I like or that I want to get saved in this folder. Once I created that folder, I knew that I wanted to get more piercings on my lobe, up, down. That's what I wanted to do. That's what I thought I wanted to do. And then when I went in, I sort of changed my mind and I got just one on this ear because I felt like this ear was now starting to look pretty busy. And then I did this piercing, and I also did 2 here, these 2 lower lobe piercings. And I really love the arrangement. I feel like I'll still do one more here, I believe, and one more here, and that would be the end in terms of piercings. Now on to aftercare and don'ts. Remember the earring remember the piercing I told you about that started to give me problems and had a moisture bump? I had the lady who pierced my lobe change that ring. It was so painful, it was so bloody, I was in so much pain, I was literally crying, and that's how infected that ear became. However, she put a disc at the back and told me these life-changing tips about cleaning your ear. Number 1, most people fail to tell you that if you have very sensitive skin, you are prone to having a moisture bump from leaving your ears wet. So that means that when you clean your piercings, you should also go in again with a dry Q-tip or cotton swab or whatever. Go into it to basically clean up to take away the moisture after cleaning it. Because what happened to me was the moisture started to build up because I obviously always leave my piercing wet because I didn't know better. And then after a while it started to grow like a bump, like a moisture bump behind my ear, and it was so disgusting. Like, it was so gross. I was so conscious of it and I wasn't comfortable. So when she put the disc in my ear, the disc helped with sort of like draining out that moisture from the ear, but it was so worth it because now I have no problems at all with my ear, with my piercings. Everything is healing just fine and just right. To be honest, it's perfect and I love it. Clean your ears with saline solution or salt and warm water. I made my own saline solution at home with warm water and salt, and I just use a Q-tip. I'll go in and clean all my piercings. It's also important to note that when cleaning your piercings, you should push your ring forward so that you can really get to clean the hole and not the ring. Secondly, when cleaning your ear, you want to make sure that you clean your ear once in the morning and once at night. That's twice a day. Not all rings are good for certain piercings. Some rings are more problematic than others. In terms of problematic rings, I personally feel like you should stay away from any ring that is too tight because you want to make sure that there's space in your ear when it gets like, you know, swollen, because it would swell when it's healing. Maybe the first 2 days it might swell, and you want to make sure that it doesn't feel too tight or too, you know, constrained, because that could also cause a problem or infection with your ear. I think the first 3 months of getting your ears pierced, do not change your earring. Just use whatever they use to pierce your ear, just so that you don't run into any problems like infection or, you know, bleeding or all of that. Finally, you should not be cleaning your ears with alcohol or peroxide. You just like how do you want your sore to heal when you're putting peroxide in it? They'll keep making it open. When you go to bed, pressure on the ear can actually cause inflammation and infection as well. I realized that the first couple of days, sleeping was very uncomfortable for me because, you know, I felt like these piercings that were out, unlike the rook that is in, these piercings are out. And I sleep on that side, so the pressure on that ear was just making my ear just feel so sore. And so I started to use these pillows. Yes, these pillows that you use to basically travel. I'll literally just go to bed like this, and my ear is protected from any pressure or whatever in general. So this is a very good tip in terms of you not wanting anything to touch your piercings or touch your ear. I hope you enjoyed this video, and do not forget to thumbs up, subscribe. Make sure to watch my other videos where I've created so much amazing content. I showed you how to create my graphic liner. You should be watching that. You should be trying that. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you soon. Do not forget to click the notification bell down below so that you can be in tune with any video that I post immediately it comes out. I'll be sure to see you soon.